Big Bong AP Calculus students, today we're looking at how to find the equation of the tangent line, which you guys live in class can't really see right now because my cameras are kind of reversed, but how to find the equation of the tangent line for patrol 2 on this graph. Now if you look at the actual graph here, the thing is, if you look at the story, we don't actually know what the y value is at that point. Patrol 2, they have spotted the giraffe, they're 2.5 miles east, and you only get this note that they're slightly north. We don't know what slightly means. So the first missing piece of this puzzle is, what is the y value at that point? The good news is that we have an equation for f of x, and we can just plug 2.5 into it to find out what that answer is. In fact, I'm going to do that right now on calculator cam. If you have the original f of x equation, which for anybody watching this video later on, here's our f of x and our f prime of x that we found yesterday, right there in there. I've gone ahead and plugged f of x into y1 on my calculator, which if you're watching this video later on, you should take a minute to just do that right now. You can pause this video and catch up, make sure you got that whole polynomial typed in there correctly. To figure out what f of 2.5 is, I would honestly just go into the table settings menu and look up where the table is at 2.5, and that will just tell you that it's at that number, 0.803 or so, which I'm going to fill in on my point right there, 2.803. Or sorry, just 0.803. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of work this problem down in a different space on my workspace here. I'm going to call this tangent 2. We know that the point that it goes through is 2.5, comma, 0.8003. So that's going to be our x1 and our y1 when we go to plug this thing in to point slope form. Or if you want to think about this in the calculus notation, this is going to be our a and our f of a in that formula. The only piece we don't have is f prime of a, which will tell us the slope at that one point. So we are going to require the calculation f prime of 2.5. And this isn't going to be quick or fun, but we do have an f prime formula, and all we got to do is very carefully on a calculator actually execute what that thing is. So on the calculator, again, I'm going to bring that to the forefront and just crunch that number real fast. It would be negative 0.3104 times 2.5 to the third plus 0.2328 times 2.5 squared plus 1.3968 times 2.5 minus 0.6984, which is going to come out to be about negative 0.6014, which should kind of fit the graph. I should say negative 0.6014. And it should kind of fit what the graph is doing at that time, which you can look at right now. Yeah, I'd say about negative 1/2 kind of fits. Negative 0.6 for the slope of the line right there. That's about right. Should be something that's reasonably correct. So that'll fit. Now that we have that information, all we really got to do is put it together and make an equation out of it. So if you follow point slope form, it'd be y minus 0.8003 equals your new slope, negative 0.6014, times x minus 2.5. And again, it's not nice, but that's what it is. What we're going to do now is we're actually going to convert this into point slope form, or sorry, slope intercept form. So we'll have y minus 0.8003 equals negative 0.6014x plus 1.5035, and then we'll add this part over. And we'll get the equation of the line, negative 0.6014x plus 2.3038, like that. Just working that out on the calculator. What's really groovy about this is that if you now go and plug this into your calculator, you should be able to see both those tangent lines intersect at the exact same point. So over here on y3, I'm going to go ahead and type that in, negative 0.6014x plus 2.3038. And if I'm right, and I hope I am, this is where I cross my fingers because I'm not really sure. Push graph. There it comes, and perfect. It's an exact tangent line, right exactly where we needed it to be for this problem. The last part of this problem is actually figuring out what that intersection point is right there. And that's actually really easy to do too, because the calculator has a built-in feature for that. It's in the calculate menu of your calculator. Push second and trace to bring up this calculations menu, and we choose the intersect feature, which is going to ask us for 3 inputs. The first one is the first curve, which we do not want to choose what's in Y1. First curve defaults to whatever is in Y1. We actually want Y2, the black. It's not a curve at all, but that's what it calls it. Second curve, we want to push up twice to select the red curve. And then they only intersect once, so guess doesn't matter, but if you put the cursor right on there, it helps. And that means that the actual intersection point is the coordinates that are there on the calculator, which is negative 0.66267, comma 2.702. I'll go ahead and get my hand calculator. What I want to emphasize is that this problem is nothing that is actually super duper difficult. It's difficult in its execution, but the concepts are really easy. Finding the slope using an f prime function and plugging it into a point slope equation is a really, really common thing that we do in calculus all the time. So I hope this was helpful in some way. Again, you can look at it a few more times. I'm not assigning this homework assignment because I want to move on to the next thing, but the next thing is the Chapter 3 review. We'll do the test tomorrow as a team test with, of course, opportunities for fixing mistakes. So that is the plan for today. Thanks for watching this video. You're awesome. I'll see you in the next one.